College essays. Are they important? That's a good question. Like I've said, like I've mentioned several times, the most important thing about community college is, what is it? I forgot. Oh, it's the GPA. If you don't understand that by now, if you don't understand that concept, I highly recommend you to ingrain that in your brain. Ingrain that in your membrane. That's a song, actually. Actually, I kind of messed up the lyrics, but GPA is the most important. You know, percentage-wise, I don't know the exact percentage, but I'd say, to be safe, GPA is about 80 to 85, maybe 90% of the college application importance as a transfer student. But extracurriculars and essays, they do play a part, and you are required to write essays. Extracurriculars, you don't need them. It's optional, but essays, you need to submit them. But the importance of the essay versus the GPA is very low. Okay, so essay, usually it'll be split like this. You'll have your first essay. If you're in California and you're applying to a UC, which I did, I can't really speak for colleges outside of California, let's say in New York, but for UCs, and if you guys don't know what a UC is, it's University of California. So Berkeley, UC Berkeley, UCLA, UC Santa Cruz, etc. You have to write a mandatory UC related essay or essay prompt. I forget what the prompt is, and I'm not sure if they changed it, but from my experience, from my own personal experience, it was the same prompt as my high school application for the essay part. I didn't use my high school essay word for word, but I basically used the template, and maybe I changed like 10% of it, but I basically did not edit much of my UC essay as a transfer student. I basically used my high school essay because I knew that my high school essay was pretty good. And, you know, I'm not just saying that because, you know, I wrote it, but, you know, I had it revised and viewed by, you know, some of my friends and some teachers who are very proficient in the English language. And, you know, I got good feedback, I got good constructive criticism, so I was confident that my essay was good. The second essay is usually a transfer related essay. So, you know, I don't know what the prompt is, but it's something along the lines of, you know, why are you interested in transferring to this particular school? You know, what motivated you and what interested you on wanting to come here? And depending on the school, depending on whether it's a private school, you have supplemental essays. So like short, like 500 words, or maybe 250 words on, you know, why do you want to, you know, for USC, I wanted to go to the communication and journalism school. So, you know, I think some of the questions were like, why does this communication school interest you? You know, what do you want to pursue? And I just say, you know, oh, you know, I want to work in Hollywood, like blah, blah, blah. You know, it depends on what you want to do, but be prepared to write supplemental essays for certain schools that you apply to, but it's not going to be for everyone. The main point that I want to stress is that the essays are important, but not as important as GPA. You know, if you have a 4.0, you know, you can just write a decent essay, and you know, the chances of you going to a good school is pretty good. Just don't be dumb, okay? Don't, you know, just because I say essays aren't important, don't just write the shittiest essay of all time. You know, don't purposely, you know, try to, you know, play with the counselors and write something terrible, you know, something that's not even English. You know, be smart, you know, put your time, put your effort onto the essay. You know, the college application process as a transfer, you should put 100% effort on this, because, you know, if you attend community college for 2 years and then you just bullshit the college application, that's just not smart, okay? You know, take your time with this. You know, obviously, you know, if you have the ability and the opportunity, try to get your essays peer edited by people you trust, whether it's your parents, Actually, I don't really recommend your parents read your essay because there might be a bias. You know, ask your friend who is an honest man or woman. Don't ask people who are yes men or yes women, as in people who will always compliment you, people who will always, you know, speak highly and positive about you. You should ask the friends and the people that you know who are honest and straightforward and want you, and those who truly want you to do well. You know, those people you should ask advice for, and criticism, constructive criticism for your essay. But essays, they're important, but not as important as GPA. Keep that in mind.